So, good afternoon, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel today again. My name is Paul, and basically, I'm going to be talking about studying Europe, leverage opportunities that are currently open now in most of the European countries for now. Basically, most times people want to go through the work permit route, getting a direct employment from Europe. But the disadvantage or the limited opportunities we have is that most of the European countries don't issue work permits to Nigerians. So I think the number one leading countries that still does that is Poland, and I think some few other countries, but very difficult for us to get. But Poland work permit is always 100% assured. Within 1 month you can get your work permit. But after getting the work permit, the problem is always getting an appointment in Nigeria. So it makes work route very difficult to go through sometimes, except for people who are very patient, because it can take 4, 5, 6 months, before after getting an appointment, before you can be able to go through for your interviews and every other thing. But trust me, if we can get appointment, we can get appointment. But most people don't want to have that patience. If you tell them 5 months, 6 months, they will tell you no, it's too long. So that's why it's always better to have this at the back of our mind. So leaving this, one other important thing we need to know is you see, the study route is a very good part, because most times most of the schools now, if you look at it, there is a paradigm shift in the study route program in the world now. Before, it used to be Europe, Russia, Ukraine, Hungary. People want to go to Europe, but now the paradigm shift is really speaking for itself. People are selling properties to go to UK. People are selling properties to go to Canada. People are borrowing money to go to most of, especially UK, Canada, and US. To get US study visa sometimes can take a long time. But you see, UK, once you can pay your tuition fee, 4 months, 3 months, you've gotten your visa. Canada, 6 months, you've gotten your visa. And you need to have that bulky money. So not everybody has these millions of naira, 10 million, 8 million, 7 million. So with like 3 million, do you know you can be able to get a study package that will take you to Europe, a very good developed Schengen zone country in Europe? For example, you can go to Luxembourg. Luxembourg has, it's number one best economy in the world. The GDP, they have free public transport in Luxembourg. The health programs are very okay. A lot of benefits for you to school and work in Luxembourg, and many other developed countries like this, maybe like Portugal, like Germany, like Poland, like Austria, and few of all these other countries. So basically, we need to look into the opportunities. So people who don't have that bulk money, maybe you have a budget of like 2-3 million, trust me, you can be able to get yourself in these countries. So for example, the study packages, maybe for bachelor's degree, the school fees sometimes, the tuition per year can be like maybe 3,500. There are even some schools I know. There's a school in Hungary that the tuition fee is 2,000 euros. Yeah, per year. The tuition fee is 2,000 euros. And the students can still be able to work, while studying. You can be able to do like 40 hours per week. You can be able to earn like maybe 1,500 euros, 1,000 euros in a month, and you can be able to use that to support yourself. There are a lot of students, like in Poland. I have a sis in Poland. She's schooling and she's working in Poland, and she does all these teaching jobs, English teaching jobs, and she does like 2 private lesson centers for people, and she earns like about 1,300 monthly. And she still gets some other stipends on that scholarship package that she is, and she's doing privately cool and okay. She didn't need to go a long way to borrow a huge amount of money for her to be in Europe, for her to be living a comfortable life, to study and all those kind of things like that. A lot of opportunities, and these certificates are a huge advantage once you're able to study in countries like this. After your study, they can give you extra years to stay, and you can be able to use that to apply for your permanent resident permit in most of these countries. Some of them, if you're able to spend like 2-3 years, it gives you, like Poland for example, if you can get like a free RP of 3 years or 2 years, temporary resident permit of 2 years or 3 years, after your 2 years or 3 years, before it's over, you can start even applying for your permanent residency in Poland. Yeah, and few of all these other countries. So the study package has a lot of opportunities in it. Like, it gives you a longer year to go to most of these countries. You can stay back after your study. So now we are looking at Luxembourg. Luxembourg is one of the best countries in Europe, is number one now. Luxembourg, we are looking at Austria, we are looking at Portugal, we are looking at Poland, we are looking at Czech Republic. These are countries where you don't need the billions or the millions for you to be able to go to study in these countries and work. You can go there, you can work. So now for the bachelor's degree, you need just your O level. We are going to arrange your motivation letter for you, and basically I think your O levels can cover up. Other documents can be packaged by us. Then for master's degree, we need your BSc certificate, we need your O-level results, we need your transcript, we need your motivation letter. Then we need a reference letter from maybe your lecturer from the school, or maybe where you're working currently, or where you've worked before. So these are, the opportunities embedded in most of all these programs in Europe. So little documentation, easy processing of your admission, and the school, the sweetest thing about is that the school even assists you, in getting your visa out from the embassy. They even assist you in booking appointments, at the embassy. Once you are able to show your balance of your proof of fund for your tuition fee, like for example, the school in Portugal, the school fees is 3,750 euros, and you're meant to pay 1,450 euros or thereabout for your tuition fee. Then when you have to show the proof of fund of your remaining balance. Proof of fund about 3 million or thereabout in your account, and they help you book appointment at the embassy. You go for your interview, and before PM, your visa is granted, and 2-3 months, 4 months in this, you are out of the country. So these are the opportunities embedded in it, and I hope that people will be able to key into these opportunities. Sometimes the problem people have is they want quick visas, and these are some of the disadvantages. Quick visas, 1 month tourist visa, you get there, settling down in the country is always very difficult. You're scared of police, you can't walk around on the street because you don't have a valid visa. Most of the companies won't want to even employ you because they know that you are not having a valid visa for you to work. And that is why you see that in most of all these countries, they take advantage of you because you can work with them and they won't pay you your salary. And once they don't pay you your salary, where do you want to go? Do you want to go and report at the police station? Because they know you don't have your papers. So these are some of the opportunities that I think people can key into. The study route, it's a huge one. You are going to spend less. And now with the paradigm shift system now, that is currently occurring, most of the European countries are seeing a huge percentage decrease in the people that are applying for study. Unlike years back, 2011, 2012, you see people going to Russia, you see people going to Ukraine, you see people going to Hungary, you see people wanting to go to Portugal. Most of all these countries, they have seen a huge decrease in people applying for study. So now it's the opportunity. They themselves are now looking for students, international students, especially from Africa, from Nigeria, because it had a lot of huge benefit economic to their own country as well, culture mix for their own citizens as well. So people should key into these opportunities. Less documentation, less funds for you to spend, for you to get yourself in Poland. So key into this opportunity, and you're going to thank me later. So slide into my DM if you have questions or anything you want to ask. But note, processing time can always take like 2, 3, 4 months sometimes, but it's going to be what you've waited for. So thank you so much, guys. You can comment, you can like, then you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you.